the dressing room, to me, the other, I don't know if this is, I think that this is probably, I'm saying Captain Obvious, something that I feel is Captain Obvious, but I don't think that this has been mentioned much. I do not think that Travis Green and Jim Benning are on the same page at all. And I don't think it's just been this year. I think that this has been something that has been building for some time. I would even dare to say that this has gone back as far as when we started to do this podcast, when I was living in Arrowstone Drive in Kamloops, and Trevor Linden stepped away from this organization. It really felt like Travis Green and Jim Benning just haven't been on the same page. And a couple of nights ago after Denver, Jeff Patterson asked Travis Green about the team, and he basically snapped and said, "We don't have enough foot speed." So I feel like Travis Green is blaming Jim Benning for the roster construction, like most Canuck fans are doing right now, blaming the roster construction. But I feel from Benning's perspective, Benning feels we've got a team here that you should be able to coach. And they just don't seem to me seem to be on the same page.
I mean, it's a very valid observation to make. I would say to that though that if they've not been on the same page for that long, why were they both brought back together in this offseason? Oh hey Keeks, yes, all the best to everyone in Kamloops.
I don't think it's
why were they
that
brought
far
back this year if that's the case, right? I mean, when Green makes the comment we don't have enough foot speed, I mean, there's a couple of things. One, he's saying that out of frustration, and two, maybe he believed at the start of the season that they would have enough foot speed, so it's surprising to him as well potentially. So, yeah, I mean that's a valid observation, but hard to say for sure. It's a little more speculative on that one, I think.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think it's that gone that far back, but I think we're going to look back at what happened in not this offseason, but the one before. I think the heart got wrenched out of that locker room. Mm-hmm. You lost Markstrom, you lost Tanev. They brought in Toffoli. He was such a good fit, and you couldn't find a way to keep him. You had Troy Stetcher, good sort of 4, 5, 6 defenseman. Maybe he is just a bottom pair defenseman, but he was a bit of a heart and souler. And they didn't keep him. So I think you look at that I felt that maybe that there was a leadership gap after losing Tanev, after losing Markstrom. You're still Bo Horvat's still trying to solidify himself as the captain, and it just they haven't been able to get on the same page and become a cohesive locker room is one of the guesses I'm having. And that's nothing against anyone on that in that locker room. It's just more of a sometimes it takes a while, and sometimes it takes a big shakeup, and I don't think they've gotten that.